Billy Ray Harris's life is now on the upswing ever since Sarah Darling accidentally dropped her engagement ring in his change cup nearly 2 months ago.
I didn't really look. I was walking by and I just kind of went like that.
After discovering the ring, Billy Ray took it to a local jeweler.
About had a fit when the guy told me. It was really worth some money. Worth enough that he was ready to give me $4 grand right there on the spot.
Though he admits he considered taking the money, he held on to the ring, waiting for Sarah to return. And a couple of days later, she did.
It was such a feeling of loss when it was gone, and so I'm just so eternally grateful for you.
So grateful that Sarah and her husband Bill set up a fund for Billy Ray, as his story made national headlines.
What a valuable ring.
Her engagement ring.
Homeless Missouri man
immediately returned the ring.
The money poured in, with over 8,000 people donating more than $183,000 so far.
I think it's amazing, and I appreciate it, and I'd like to thank all the people that have supported me.
But the best gift of all, reuniting with his family after 16 years.
And we're happy to be joined this morning by Sarah Darling, her husband Bill Krejci, and Billy Ray Harris. Nice to see all of you in the studio this morning. This has really become such a story across the country. And you two, Bill and Billy Ray, have really developed quite a friendship out of this.
Absolutely.
Yeah?
We've been to hockey games. We're going to some movies, but we missed out on the movies. But we've been doing a lot of just hanging out and stuff like that. So
Yeah, including last night.
Last night. What's that been like for you, just to see how this has developed like that?
It's been really cool. So when I first met him, the first time we even chatted was when we actually went to go get the ring. And I kind of knew immediately that he's just somebody who kind of worked on the same wavelength as me, and yeah, I was just looking forward to, I was like, man, I'll be able to go chat with him every once in a while now, we know each other's names and all that.
You're definitely connected for a long time at this point. Right. And this fund that you set up, we actually just checked it before we just came to the segment. We're now almost at $184,000. People are still giving. Probably not what you imagined in terms of a number.
No, we set the goal for $1,000. I was hoping to achieve maybe $4,000 because that's what he was offered on the spot for the ring, and we had no idea. No idea.
And I know that's obviously a nice byproduct of all of this, Billy Ray. But the biggest thing for you, obviously, your family. You just saw your sister Robin there. Yeah. If they're watching this morning, anything you'd like to say to them?
Well, I'd just like to say hello, sis. The rest of my family, they can all see that I'm fine now. So I'm glad that we've all got in touch with each other. It's been hectic for a while there. I was really worried about them. They were worried about me. There's so many stories going around down in Texas that I was like dead or in Arkansas and nobody knew anything.
Yeah.
And my little sister actually had me on Craigslist looking for me and
now here you are. We know you're going to have a reunion this summer, but we thought, why wait?
Yeah.
So Robin's here this morning. I think she's going to come on out now. And it's not just Robin who's here. No, your brother Edwin, your sister Nellie, and your sister EJ all here.
I can't believe it. I just talked to her. She didn't tell me she was here.
She's sneaky, isn't she? You got to watch out for her, Billy Ray.
Hey, brother.
You just talked to me too.
We've been keeping you all apart this morning, and it's been tough. Your sister Nellie. And EJ's here too.
This is so sweet.
First, we've got an uplifting story to tell you about. A homeless man in Boston found a backpack full of cash and did the right thing, turning the money over to the police. Now, his good deed is being rewarded. NBC's Kerry Sanders has more. Kerry, good morning.
Well, good morning, Willie. Glenn James went from being homeless to being a hometown hero just for being an honest guy. It's a story about the human spirit when one good deed leads to another.
Glenn James is homeless. To most in his hometown of Boston, just another nameless panhandler. But 3 weeks ago, as he sat in a favorite spot at the South Bay Mall, Glenn spotted an abandoned backpack.
Look towards there.
He peeked inside and discovered a passport and more than $40,000 in cash and traveler's checks. To any homeless man, a fortune, which is why what he did next is remarkable.
I noticed a lot of $100 bills. Oh, wow. And I said, oh my goodness, this has to get back to its rightful owner.
Glenn handed the bag of money over to Boston police. They, along with this town, celebrated his selflessness. More than 500 miles away in Midlothian, Virginia, Ethan Whittington saw the story about the Good Samaritan online and said Glenn deserved more than a plaque. Ethan started an online campaign. So far, people from around the world have donated more than $140,000. Thursday, the two men met for the first time at WHDH, our NBC station in Boston.
Glenn!
Hi, Ethan.
How you doing, man?
So glad to
How
see
you doing?
So glad to see you, Ethan.
It's great to see you.
Thanks for everything.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. You're the one that deserves the thank you for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Glenn, who doesn't like to speak because of his stutter, wrote his feelings on the back of a desk calendar.
Real clear and slow, huh?
Don't stutter.
Ethan read his words of wisdom.
The worst thing about stuttering is also the best thing about it. People assume you're not too bright, and so they let their guard down. And then you outshine them.
Passers-by listened, moved by Glenn's words and actions.
Thank you. You're a good person. You're a very kind-hearted person to return all that money.
Did you think in the big picture here you'd wind up teaching us something?
One man's good deed inspiring another.
What did you learn about yourself helping him?
The biggest thing is if you get enough people to come together and try and reach a specific goal, that it can be accomplished. I never expected it to be the way it has and to change my life the way it has.
Glenn, did you hear that? He said how it changed his life, but this was to change your life.
Well, it is definitely going to change my life in a positive and big way. Everything's good.
Let me get a hug from you, man.
Okay.
Now, $140,000 is a lot of money.
At Freddy's, they come for the burgers and fries. Guess number 133. But stay for the frozen custard. And Travis,
what can I get you?
Is always ready to serve. On Wednesday, he took the order of a very special little boy.
He wants to order dessert.
The boy comes up to the counter, fidgeting with coins and a few dollar bills, hoping he has enough for that mini mint Oreo custard.
He was a little nervous that he didn't have enough, and he kind of just ended up handing me everything he had.
It wasn't enough.
He was maybe $2 short.
So Travis, just a few minutes from the end of his shift, pulled out his own credit card and said, "It's on me."
Just the biggest eyes and just the widest smile.
A swipe that made a difference, but you see, the story doesn't end there. Just half an hour later, that same little boy handed Travis a note as he and his mother walked out.
It says, "Thank you for being so nice and paying for my concrete. We need more people like you."
This time, it was Travis that smiled.
I was smiling for the rest of the day. I could not get over it.
Wrapped up inside the receipt, a $100 bill.
It made my day.
Money Travis plans to put away for nursing school.
I like to think that I made a good impact on their day, and I kind of brightened it up just like they did mine.
But we'd need to know how and why it happened Thursday for the sake of a baby girl named Glory. Her parents brought her in last month, and a young waitress couldn't take her eyes off her.
I see all the brand new babies and look up to them and I'm like, oh my goodness, so beautiful, such a beautiful baby.
Thursday, Glory's parents came in alone, and waitress Kayla Lane noticed.
I'm like, you know, didn't y'all have a baby last time y'all came in here? And they kind of look at each other and they're very quiet. And I'm thinking, oh my goodness, like, what's going on?
Sean and Debbie Riddle told her Glory passed away 4 weeks ago. Unexpected, unexplained.
I remember putting my hands up and I just didn't know what to say.
Sean and Debbie Riddle did.
That we're all part of a family, and that's our job, to pick up our brothers and sisters.
They showed pictures of Glory and thanked Kayla for remembering them. When it was time to pay, the check simply said, "Your ticket has been paid for. We're really sorry for your loss. God bless." Kayla says it was all she knew to do.
I could feel their pain. I could see it.
Sean and Debbie are born-again Christians. They've been searching for meaning in Glory's life and death. And when Debbie shared the waitress's gesture of kindness on Facebook, thousands responded.
And it just means so much because our daughter's gone, and yet I guess she kind of has a legacy now that's still living on and helping other people.
Including Kayla, who was herself hurting that day and drawing strength from the kindness of grieving parents who were still paying it forward.
watch this one little girl, little Karis Oglesby. She just couldn't wait. She broke ranks from her family and she ran out to greet her daddy before he was dismissed.
She got the hug she was after, and then as you see there, she just ran right back to meet up with her family and wait for the official reunion. Dad told us a little later that when she ran out there, he was not going to say no. As you can imagine, he is thrilled to see her.